So I always like to address the building first. It's just something I do. So hello to the Wine Cellar, to the Alberta Hotel. It's Bonnie again. I brought a lot of friends with me here tonight to visit with you because I know you like that. And I'm hoping that you'll choose to interact with us here tonight. I'm hoping you remember how to use all this equipment. Any of the green lights in the room can detect your presence. They are not hot. They are not magic. I am not a witch, as you've called me in the past. If anything, I'm a scientist. So we're just here to interact with you, and we're open for any positive experiences tonight. Everybody in this room is open to communication with you. So as always, I've brought the talking device with me that you love so much. But before I turn it on, I kind of like to know if there's anybody here with us. So as I said before, you can touch any of the green lights in the room and they will turn red and beep. I've also brought this one. Now this is a KT meter that no longer is reliable for EMF for various reasons. Both of them, it's fallen and been shattered many a time. But it still reacts to touch. And we find some spirits like to interact with it. So it will go off every time it's touched, moved, or if there's a loud noise. So it's Halloween time. I don't know if you had Halloween when you were alive. It seems to have been around for a long time here in various forms. Do you have anything to say about that? Or if you just want to say hello, I am going to turn the device on. And what we're going to do tonight is we'll talk to you, and then I'll turn it on and give you a chance to talk to us, and then I'll turn it off again. So you got to speak up when it's on. The meter's going off here, Charlie. Okay. I'm going to hit start, give you a chance to talk to us. I can't see well enough to see which is plus and which is minus.
I do have a small club.
There we go.
Yeah.
I know it takes a few minutes to get into using this, but can you say hello to let us know when you are comfortable using this?
No.
I'm having a hi, but how about a hello so we know it's you? Or howdy. Can you say hello? I know I'm demanding again. So I'm not going to, and then I do. Also.
I've got Charlotte.
We have, that's interesting. And
know my name.
Oh, you're using the word generator.
Purposes
Yeah,
only.
yeah. But hey.
I also had Palace and Crop.
Okay. It's interesting that it says Charlotte, though.
Yeah.
We've had this one say Charlotte, too. That's, especially this season, because you haven't been with us a lot this year. Mm-hmm. We've had a lot of locations that have said, "Where's Charlie?"
Oh, they miss me.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Because they're sick and tired of hearing me. That's what it is. You're so much nicer than me. When I was here not too long ago, you were talking about gambling, I think. We were talking about money. Did you used to play cards down here? I forgot my deck of cards. It was fairly clear.
Please. Quiet.
Please quiet.
Yeah, right at the beginning we got
Right.
Were we too loud coming in tonight? I'm gonna hit stop for a while and just, so that, I mean, there was a few things in there, but again, that was a task that's not very conclusive. That's, unless we're getting really pertinent phrases, it's kind of hard to say. Sometimes we have to fiddle with it a bit just to, what I can do on this is turn off and on different parts of the database and how fast or slow it cycles through that. And in theory, spirits are stopping the device at the sounds that they want to make. It's a whole lot of theoretical. I have no reason why any of this should work at all. And for years, I didn't believe in any of this stuff. The phonetics databases, I thought they were all just hogwash. But since we started this one, we started getting full sentences and stuff. And it coming back with things that there's no way. The first time we used it, it came out with her full name, my full name. It's on a device that has no access to media or the internet. So I don't know other than to say that something's interacting with it. We've talked for a little while again, so I'm going to turn it on and we're not going to ask them anything, we're just going to see what they say.
Oh.
So I think that might be responding to me turning it on.
Yeah, I can make it a
We'll
blue.
move it away a little bit.
Right.
We're talking about drinks.
Hmm.
Do you miss beer?
Tore.
What's that?
Yeah.
That was 2 syllables. So that
Yeah.
piques our interest a little bit.
And it stood out, so. Was that a type of beer? If I could pour you a beer right now, I would. All I have is tea. So generally when we get this intermittent silence and it trying to make words, it's a good sign that there's something trying to interact with it. As we know, there's always a learning curve every time we're here before they get a hang of using the device. I like to turn it off and on because that kind of makes them use it. Because they know when it's on to try. But it's a good sign. Nothing conclusive yet, but it's a good sign. We don't have any EMF happening, so we'll ask for everybody to maybe pass the meters around or just move them to a different spot. Try turning them on their sides. We'll see if that, I've got a meter back here as well. We'll see. Yeah, it is hotter at the floor, which is weird. It's like 21 degrees on the floor. That is not the norm, right? It's
No.
always it's usually colder at the floor level.
Yeah. Yeah, 24 is pretty warm for in here. Like even
Yeah.
in the summer, it's still pretty cool.
It's surprising. So thank you for mentioning that,
Yeah,
because
no,
yeah, it
that's
could have been something moving through, trying to interact with us. Give it a minute to see if it has anything to say.
Nope.
I know you don't like me asking questions and stuff, but
Oh my gosh. Okay.
sorry. This really is just your chance to communicate with us.
Oh my god. I could have been a sneeze, but
I sometimes just when the Bluetooth gets overloaded, it makes noises. So
You're awake now.
I'm awake now. It sounded like a sneeze. This one.
Did you get a, what did we get the one day? Was it Gesundheit?
yes,
You got a Gesundheit
because somebody
or-
sneezed and then we got a Gesundheit.
Yeah, we
Yes.
did.
Yeah. That wasn't here though.
No,
yeah,
that was
yeah,
these cool evening.
yeah.
Now.
It definitely sounds different now.
Yeah.
Name. Yes. Friend.
Lee is friend.
Could have been name.
Yeah.
Name
Yeah.
is Fred.
Sound like friend.
Can you tell us your name?
What?
We can always go around the table and introduce ourselves. Sometimes that makes them more comfortable. So we'll start here. We'll go that way. So I'm Bonnie.
I'm Brody.
Hi.
Sure.
Hi, I'm Dana, and I'm allergic to alcohol. Wonder how they'd feel about that.
Hello, my name is Chelsea.
Hi, I'm Brad.
Hey. Three.
Okay.
Hi,
I'm Maria. I like cats. And alcohol.
Hi, I'm Eric.
Hi, I'm Ian.
I'm Joanne.
I'm Mercedes. I'm Susan.
I'm Stephen.
God.
Hello, I'm Miriam.
Hi, my name is Cassidy.
What?
My name's Charlie.
Jim.
What's your name? It's like there's a voice in the background trying to come through there.
Do you know how old you are? Do you know what your age is?
Sounds like you're getting the hang of it. Keep trying. We're here to listen. I know that you're trying, but it sounds like you're struggling. Stop. It might have been an off. Anyways, I'm just gonna do completely different settings. Just to see. I try to, whenever we find settings that really work well at a location, that they seems to be easiest for me to use, I try to save it. And I haven't saved any settings for here yet for some unknown reason. So we're kind of playing the guessing game. Some places they like limited access to the database. Some places like a lot of access to the database. Places where they're really chatty, generally if I limit the channels, we get more clear responses rather than just talking on top of one another.
Beep.
It's the Asian sounding lady that we get here a lot, so maybe we have something. Hello? I still haven't learned Mandarin. I'm sorry. Which I will have to farm out to find out. I have a little call log at home of different people to farm different languages off to say, is that what I think it is? But we did record like a whole conversation in Mandarin here one night, and we had a lady here that spoke Mandarin, and she tried to get engaged, and we did get some responses back and forth. Yeah. That's never done that before. So my thoughts are at this point actually to go to the other room and do a short session there, and we're going to kind of bounce back and forth and follow the activity, but we don't want to ever hit one area for too long, because if we start getting activity, sometimes we wear everything out. So things that we've heard about in this room, Susan always talks about glasses breaking. Apparently if you're going to break a glass, it's going to happen in this room, as well as electronic malfunctions, fridges breaking down, coffee machines breaking down. It seems to be they can't keep things working in this room, as well as, like I said, apparitions. This area in particular, people feel uncomfortable in this area. When we do, like just as a team investigations, we do go into all these little rooms and that. I will say that we did find a mouse time before last in this room, and they're possible. So if we're hearing little scurrying noises, we're going to assume it's a mouse. But we do have thermal to check for that.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And
So
he's got his thermal camera.
awesome, because my thermal camera right now is just acting out. So I get about 20 minutes before the battery dies. So hello to the tasting room. It's Bonnie here. I brought some friends with me again to visit with you. Last time He said that there wasn't enough people. There's enough people this time, I think. It's a party. So when I was here a few weeks ago, there was a child here with us that liked the pretty lights. I have 2 things on this table that have pretty lights that you can play with. Don't be afraid. I'm sure there's some mummies and some daddies in the room.
Oh,
I promise everybody here is friendly.
I'm a mummy.
Come to say hi. That's exactly what we want. Thank you. Could you touch that again? Let us know if the numbers start going. Sometimes the
Oh.
numbers will start rising before.
It's been like 0.2, 0.4,
Okay.
0.3.
So it sounds like there's something trying to interact with it.
Hi. Oh, I can feel my ears really hot.
Okay.
Yep.
Have you made a friend?
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. Somebody's gonna be taking photos, so watch out for flash.
Oh man, my ears are very hot.
It's getting like really hot over here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a good
Watch out for
sign.
the laser. I'll try and avoid
the
both eyes.
table.
oh man, my ears are
A little bit warmer than what we can do.
My legs are warm.
Hello. You want a hug? Oh yeah, I'm very hot.
Yeah, time before last we were here, we had a young lady with us that was 16, 17 years old, and she even crawled underneath the table for a while. But all the activity that we had under the table had stopped. So I think it was a little too close. It's okay to be shy.
Hi, friendly. Want to hold my hand?
Maybe can we move the ball closer to her? Let's see if that's going as well, just see if we can get. If you touch the ball on the table, it has pretty lights. You still feeling warm?
No, I
Okay.
pulled down. It's at 0, 0 now.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That helps it, that validates it.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, almost normal.
I'm gonna say I just feel unwelcome over there. So. Well, I'm trying to respect that. If it's giving me the vibe of go away, but I still want a camera. So I'm gonna rig something up here. Now it feels like a seance.
It does a little bit.
Oh. Just some Victorian table tipping. No, that's not.
How old are your kids?
5.5 and 2.5.
Oh, there we go.
Hello. Are you
So
5?
Still young kids. My kid's 28.
Do you not know my age?
No, I try not to think about your age because it reminds me of my age.
Yes, 28. You got it right. Good job.
2.5? 3? Are you a teenager? 0.
Mm.
Are you a mom?
Are you looking for your mom?
That was me.
Are you a boy?
Oh,
That's
I see
a-
you.
I have a boy and a girl.
Mm.
Thank you.
Yes, we like the pretty lights. That's why I brought the ball.
It's right here.
Maybe move it again so they can see that it does the lights. Yeah, just tap it. There we go.
Right there.
Can you roll the ball on the table?
They seem to be responding to you, talking about your children.
Asking questions.
Mm.
Do you like drawing? My son likes drawing.
Okay, do
Likes
one
to
again.
color too.
We might have a little boy because it seems to react to you mentioning your son.
Yeah. And he loves little cars and horses. Do you like horses?
Do you know your ABCs? I have a talking device here that you can talk through. Maybe you could share with us your ABCs or sing us a song. Oh, you had a flash there. You might remember from last time I was here, you tried talking to us with the device.
Does she remind you of your mom?
Oh.
Would you like to sit on my lap? No.
Mm.
You can hold my hand or play with the ball right here. Likes to move left.
I know, two of them.
These are my two kids at the end of the table. They're probably the youngest two here.
Did your mom have brown hair?
Do we know for sure it's a kid already?
A child apparition has been seen in this room, so, and we have had interaction here that seemed very childlike, we'll say. Lisa likes toys and pretty lights and likes to play under the table.
Was that you under the table?
K2 flashing again.
Okay. Did you have any siblings? Brothers or sisters?
Do you like cats? Have a cat shirt on.
Are you all alone or is there someone with you?
Are you trying to find your mom?
Do you like dogs?
Doesn't everybody like puppies?
Do you
Yes.
live here?
Are you cold?
Try to give them a chance in between questions. If we pile them up on top of one another, we don't know what they're responding to, which is, it's great to just try to get them to interact, but
Seems to be responding a lot to like mom.
yeah. And that's always been what we've gotten, is we think that there's, not just because of the apparition, but what we've gotten in this room is that there's a mom and a child. And mom sometimes gets very protective.
There's a full bar as well as again.
Okay? That's a good sign.
I'm shivering. Anyone else shivering?
No. Yeah.
Oh, I'm like almost teeth chattering.
Gonna flash.
Okay.
Are you trying to give her a hug? I'm going to turn on the talking device, and either mom or son or anybody else can come forward and say hello. Let us know that you're here. I'm only going to turn it on for 1 minute.
Yeah.
My name's Maria. Like, you know, my
1 minute. So there was definitely a few things in there. Yeah, and I heard something about it was like a few syllables and then nice lady, and then she was warm, or she was hot. So, and it just seemed to be relevant to what you had said before. So, but when things first kicked on here, the K2 went off as well. Just making note. So we think we're understanding you, and that's great. I'm going to turn it on again for another minute. Can you tell us your name so we know who we're talking to?
K2 starts sounding.
Mm-hmm. No, it might have been you can listen and then something else. What's your name, sweetheart? Okay, we're 1 minute again.
My mom is here with me.
Hi, my name's Dana.
It felt like there was something pulling on my scarf. So I was just checking it wasn't me. Like caught on something and it wasn't. But it was a very distinctive tug. Are you telling me to turn this back on? I think you tugged on my scarf. Can you go tug on somebody's sleeve? Let them know where you are. We could play a game. Be like hide and seek. See if we can guess where you are.
Do you feel safe with Maria?
Okay, I'm gonna turn this on again just to see. Okay, I'm gonna push stop.
Are you trying to communicate with Brody?
That might have just been for moving it.
He'll play with you under the table.
You could always knock under the table like this. Let us know where you are. If you turn two of these green lights red, I'll leave you some chocolate. There was one.
Yeah, chocolate always gets them.
Yeah. And this is what happens. We get little waves and then it stops. And that's just their energy has run out. So as Charlotte said, it might be time for a quick break. Alright, we're back. We were just talking, we think, to a little boy in the other room. Do you know him? Again, I'm going to ask you to try to touch some of the green lights in the room. Just go up and touch any of the devices that are glowing green. They will turn red and they'll beep. Cannot hurt you. Got some candy on the table. I think of all the things you have to respond to. Certain alcohol, for sure, talking about different beers that you like. Talking about the stampede usually gets a response. So, you know, we were here during what was supposed to be stampede in 2020 when it was canceled. We're actually here within that period of time. And we had some responses about that. Okay, I'm going to turn this on now because we've all had our say, and we kind of like you to tell us about your feelings on Stampede.
I like stampeded 3 times.
Yeah, I did. It sounded like it had the speaker facing me, which is. I'm sorry, that sounded like somebody said holy fuck. That's stupid. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop this for a minute. Did you hear that, Charlotte? No, I guess you didn't. Did you hear anything?
What?
I thought I heard like a voice that way.
Oh, yeah.
But Ian's standing right there, so I would think, unless he was sleeping.
I also have an EMF detector.
Okay. Yeah, I know, I just, out of this year, it sounded like a male voice.
That's
Just
all
making
the-
note of it.
All the voices coming through there, it sounded like they were
Yeah.
they sound like they were reacting like they think that the stampede's fallen from grace.
Yeah, I thought I heard in there something, it's stupid, and some swear words in there as well, so it'd be interesting to review what it was, but yes, I think that they were agreeing with us.
I heard a whistling.
Yeah.
You know,
Hmm.
did you hear it? Yeah, it was weird. It was like a very short bit of it. Like
Hmm.
that. Like,
Okay,
yeah, it was weird.
okay. It's all good, don't speak up if you hear or feel things. I'm gonna turn this on again for a quick minute, so you can join in the conversation. Might have been whiskey.
Yes.
I don't have any whiskey, but I like whiskey. I know you rarely respond to what I'm asking, but let's try. I'm going to ask some stupid questions just to see if you're listening. I think it's a repeated stupid question. Can you tell me what city we're in? Well, something about speaking to Bonnie. It's great if you remember my name. I'd like to remember your name, but you have to tell me first. How about this? Is Patrick here? You prefer talking about Stampede over talking about Halloween? Okay, I'm going to turn it off. It was almost like two people talking to one another, but I couldn't make out a lot of it. There was,
That's what I feel like. I feel
yeah.
like you're just listening to two people just
yeah.
having a conversation.
Which just tends to be sometimes what we get here. And it's cool when we get them talking about us, because then it corroborates that at least they are aware of us. But I don't know.
That's what I heard. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. And we've had that before. What was the one that you got the one time, Charlotte? You said.
There was so much sass too. I said,
Yeah.
why don't you want to talk to us? And it said, I have nothing to say. It's like, okay then.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it when they get sassy with us because it's
really
perfect.
When the emotion comes through.
Yeah.
Well, it seems that you can't get rid of emotion.
Well, no. Yeah.
Just-
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
so,
takes
yeah.
for sure.
Well, and it's definitely how we get them to engage. That's why we want to try to figure out what's there, because then we know how to connect with them. And the more you connect with them, the more they communicate. And unfortunately here, regardless of all the activity we've had, we have yet to really put a finger on it, other than the possible child in the other room, enough to connect. Like I said, Stampede, we definitely get a reaction to. The one other time in here when I said, what town are we in, what we got was not Edmonton. So, I thought I heard Edmonton in there too, so I'll have to listen for that. It was like, rather than saying Calgary, just point out we're not in Edmonton, yes. Which is something a Calgarian would do.
Well, when this place, when the hotel was originally built, Alberta wasn't even a province yet. We were still the conglomerate of Alberta, Saskatchewan.
Yeah, I guess, because it was, yeah. So
like
we wouldn't have gotten
not
Alberta, but we were Calgary right from the get-go, so.
We might not know where
You closed the door to the shop when we were here before with Charlotte. You could always do that again if you want to get her attention. That was pretty cool.
noise over by the entrance, and I was walking up towards it, got about 3-4 feet away, and all of a sudden the door closed on me. And that night they had not turned off
The motion sensor?
So we had been hearing all night kind of some of the motion sensors go off, and yeah, the door closed, no motion sensor. Scott was telling me that there might possibly be some poltergeisty sort of activity downstairs. Yeah, furniture moving.
And we got that here the one night. Remember we heard what sounded like furniture being dragged? Upstairs, yeah. And then we found it afterwards, there was nobody up there.
Yeah, it was
So,
like chairs or like
yeah.
kind of in a bar when they're packing up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not convinced that you're here talking to us tonight. So if you want to convince me, you're going to have to do something. I'm not going to be back again until next year.
We could put money on the table for like the ladies or for a poker game.
Yeah, mine isn't even over here.
It is.
Who's got cash?
I've got some cash here. There's some money.
Remembrance Day is coming. Does anybody remember the Great War?
This is actually World War I French art, old shell.
Nice.
We've got some cigarettes we can throw on the table for you too, I'm sure that's something
Awesome.
that got used all the time back then.
Here, could we pass this down? Let's just put it by the trigger objects there. Because we were getting little blips with it.
There's some money. There's a lot of money. Somebody's gonna want it.
I said last time we were talking to a lady, definitely it was a conversation. It sounded like it was a conversation between her
And another girl.
another girl. We also had what could have been a pimp or something like that, and it was very graphic. But it was interesting in the fact that it was very clear what they were talking about. Yeah, so. And again, that wasn't us asking questions, that was just us listening. But once we realized what we were talking about, we offered to put some money on the table and it continued. So. Turn this on again, give you a chance to communicate. We're hoping that you'll jump in.
Bedroom. House.
And it sounded like bitch right away when I turned it on. And then money, pounds. And it's like, no, it's not crown sterling, it's Canadian dollars. Yeah, could be. Do you not know what kind of money this is? about this? Did you know the, oh, don't want to interrupt you. Did you know that the Queen died? It's now King Charles.
Great.
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 That sounded like a British accent.
Yes, Queen Elizabeth has died. We're all very sad.
Listen.
Is there anything that we can bring you?
You. Love? Please.
Give love, please. Charlotte, they want you to bring them love.
I'll work on it.
Hopefully that was meant in the nice sense. I'd rather you don't proper system my daughter.
No.
We were talking about emotions earlier.
Yes.
I don't know if you've ever asked
Yes.
this, but how are you feeling?
Keep hearing love. It's like there's a voice happening underneath all this. It'd be interesting in review. It's a really quiet.
I'm getting goosebumps again.
Yeah. Yeah, it just did get kind of colder over here.
I was trying to get, I want to say a lot warmer than I was when it first started.
Are you okay?
Fine.
Fine.
I'm glad.
Do you want to have a smoke? No?
Are you happy we're here?
Camera's about to turn off. So the lights
More
change.
years.
Why, yes. British guy.
Why, yes. I'm rather glad you're here. Yeah.
Hey. Boss.
Are you from England? I'm from Scotland.
And
Haven't heard the peaks of the other.
Where are you from?
You were talking about love. Do you have someone that you love?
no.
No? So you're looking for love. Is there anyone here that you like? Can you remember any of our names?
Yes.
We're only going to give this one more minute, then we're going to go back to the other room.
Yeah. Hold on. It might have been a sound over there.
I bumped this.
Yeah, wasn't that? More like a squeaking or a moaning or
Hmm.
something.
Yeah, my phone's with that too.
We're back. Hello. I hope you're still there. Did you miss us? Again, we have some mummies and daddies in the room. I brought some candy. Where's that? There it is. There's candy on the table for you. There's some toys out on the table. Charlotte and Ian with their spooky faces. You both have underlighting, so it's, I look up and it's just. Wouldn't be the first time I was startled by my daughter's face. It doesn't sound good, but I just never forget the whole thing when we were in Cochrane and we were investigating the hotel, and she's sitting cross-legged on the bed across from a mirror, and I just panned over with the camera and caught her face in the mirror and startled myself because just the way the lighting was, it was just like a glowing white face floating free in the mirror is what it looked like because it was so dark and she was so pale.
Oh, great, thank you for showing me that.
Is he showing you how spooky he used to look?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've startled myself with my own face many times. Just right now, I can see my reflection
I know.
there, and it got me.
You're very white and you reflect a lot of light,
very
so
true, very true.
yes, it's a good Scottish lineage there. We glow in the dark. There we go.
Are you also pale?
Or did
Scotland?
Or
from
from
Scotland?
Scotland?
Or did Charlotte's face startle you?
I get it.
What's it doing?
Yeah, that one went off.
To red? You wanna talk to my son, Brody? He'll play with you if you want him to.
There it is. Okay. So that's the noise it'll make if something touches it or moves. Are you hiding? Don't be shy. I promise everybody here is nice. You know, everybody's sitting here staring at green lights. Can everybody turn over their meters? I just want to try this. Sometimes it works. They'll work the same. It's just... they're used to it this time of night being here alone in the dark, so... sometimes that's helpful. We are. We don't know if they can see that light or not. I do. I was just gonna say, am I having a stroke or did somebody burn toast?
If you are still here with us, we'd like to know, can you light up one of the meters, turn it red like you did before? Then we can be sure you're here.
Even just play with pretty lights on the table?
Yeah. We just want to be friends.
There might have been something about chocolate in there. Sorry, I didn't bring chocolate. I brought some licorice. Do you want me to go get the chocolate? How about this? Is the little boy's mom here? Can you come talk to us? We'd like to hear your story. That was this meter right here.
Oh, that's,
Yeah.
that's the one I had
That's
before.
the one that
Yeah.
was beeping last time.
Are you here? Is this the mom? And you've shown yourself before. It'd be nice to hear your story, or at least hear your name. Sorry if you're stuck here. At least you're with your son. Or whispering. K2 in the middle of the table.
Can you touch the light on the table again?
Would have been something about daddy in there? Mommy, daddy? Yeah. Are you here with your mommy and your daddy? Can you tell us what happened to you? Just got really cold right here next to me. On my right hand side. I have the breeze from the air conditioning, but from the air, but it just got extra cold. Right by my arm here. It's cold.
Do you have children the same ages as Maria's?
Is that you, Ian?
No.
I heard the knock too.
Pretty nice.
It was. It sounded like it came over from over there, yeah.
Was it your own?
Well, if that was you, we heard you. Can you try again?
I heard that.
I heard that too. Is that a normal sound still? No.
Yeah, I kind of felt that through the floor, right?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Well, if that was you did a really good job. Thank you. I'm gonna ask one more time. I know it takes a lot of energy. We've got some batteries left. Feel free to take that. I've never heard that down here before.
No. Like I said, we've had the door rattle there
Yeah.
and heard a little scurrying noises, but not knocking.
Well, it's like it's a brick wall.
Yeah, I know. It was like something jumping up and down on the floor type of like that, because you could feel it vibrate through the floor.
Yeah.
Is there something that you want to ask us? We're bombarding you with questions. I didn't quite catch that. Could you say it again? That was like 4 people asking questions all at once. I don't know. Hopefully I can pick through that review. But it did sound like there was a few questioning tones in there. Okay, I'm going to try. Yeah, it's this one right here. I'm gonna turn this off just to. Yeah. And that and the charger's driving me crazy. So I'm just gonna unplug that.
Essentially a rave party.
Yes, exactly. I know. It's annoying. Okay, no more flashing lights. No more talking device for right now. You can use this meter here to say yes. And you can use a meter at the other end of the table to say no. And we could talk to you that way. If you understand me and you want to do that, can you show me a no? That one right there that just moved, can that be the no answer? And this one can be the yes. And we can play a game. Somebody just bumped the table. No?
I heard it though.
Yeah, it felt like scratching underneath the table or,
Thought it was a chair moving.
yeah. I didn't see anybody moving, but we'll check the footage. How about this? You show me what would be a good yes. You choose. Light up which meter you would like to indicate yes. I don't think they want to play my game.
I got hat falling on the floor, so that was.
No worries.
It was worth a try.
Oh yeah, because when it works, it's amazing.
I know. I love when we get the yes no thing going.
We're not sure if you're still here. Can you tell us if you're still here? Awesome, thank you. Are you happy that we're here?
Like I would say it's not being intelligent in communication, except for the times when we ask, are you still there? It seems to always respond. Again, so it would make sense with a child spirit. They're not always understanding what we're saying.
Alright, I'm gonna ask again, are you still here?
Are you tired? We're going to be leaving again in a few minutes. And as I said before, I don't know when I'm going to be back here again. It might be a long time before everybody comes in here to play with you again. I'm sorry about that. You must get lonely. I'm going to turn the talking device on one more time so you can tell me if there's something I can bring you next time. Anything you want at all. Well, thank you for interacting with us. I really appreciate it. Okay, we have about an hour left. Time flies. Now, one of the things we could try to do is we could try to split up. Have a couple, just a small group stay in here. And have another group go out there, obviously. My thought was that maybe, if it is a child spirit here, they might interact if there's just 2 or 3 people. And I could have Charlotte stay in here with you and film. And I'd take everybody else into the other room just to see. And give it like maybe 15 minutes and then come join us.
Yep.
You know, just to see. Okay. But we'll turn on the lights for right now for everybody to move, so. We're going to try again to give them a chance to talk to us through this. Oh, it sounds like they're coming back, so let's see. There was something there. There was something back in here. So it was just, again, it seems to be every time when I first turn it on here, we're getting something relevant, which is complete opposite to the normal. Usually I discount the first blurb, because it's usually nothing.
That one sounded like a conversation happening
Yeah.
between two people or
Maybe.
more.
Anyways, hello, I hope that was you trying to talk to us. We've just been trying to communicate with you all night. I know you don't like direct communication, but I keep trying. I can tell you that a lot of people know that you're here. I was going to say that the video from when we were here before was on the news the other day. And it's had lots of views online, although you don't know what that means, online maybe. But you're famous. So if you share your story with us here now, or let us know who you are, lots and lots of people will know. So if you have a message or something you want to say, now is the time to do it. We're getting clearer stuff, but it's like it's on top of one another, which again in review is easier, but it's, I don't know, too inconclusive. I'm not sure this is you. I'm going to turn this off now because it's almost dead. But thank you for trying. I even have it plugged into a charger and it's just not charging. Turn you off. So you no longer can use the cheat device, we'll call it, your favorite one. If you want to communicate with us, you can talk into this and I'll be able to hear your voice later. Or you can use the meters, use the green lights. We can set one up as yes, one up as no, and then we'd be able to have a conversation. Okay, yeah, you put it out. Just turn off but demonstrate it a few times.
So all you have to do is just press this button here and we'll be able to see the light come on and you can talk to us that way. Thank you.
Yeah, don't put it on SOS. What kind of things have the staff experienced here?
A lot of electronic malfunctions. Monitors turning off and on, cameras not behaving right, motion sensors going off, that sort of thing. They've had wine bottles come off shelves, and not the ones at the top that are lying this way. The ones that are slotted into the wall will just be on the floor, which would, it's not in a way that they could just fall or roll out, which is weird.
Not broken?
No, but they've had glasses break and fly off. So.
Okay, so they're careful with wine glasses.
I've seen